Got mamas and babies. And everyone in between. This is how odd our rooster is, y'all. He literally is standing guard, watching and waiting for Misty to get done laying her egg. He'll stand in the next nesting box with them. Hello, everybody. It is a warm day today. I think it's Monday. Yes, Monday. So I'm back from travel. I got back on Friday, and Nate asked that I film Kick today. He's not feeling very good, but he's also trying to get some stuff done on the house and finish up some cleaning. So I will go over a little bit on my weekend and kind of what we did. So starting off with, I mowed. So I mowed all of this area over here, all the way around, removed. This is the fence that we had going across where the sheep had been moved over into here. Took that down so I could get a little bit better mow job. This little guy is on his last leg. As you can see, the plywood rotted. So just need to get him picked up and thrown away. But outside of that, it's looking really nice over here. Got down back in there, cleaned out, and got the little chicks moved out of this double decker. Got them moved over to the single one, the house that I just showed you. So they're all good to go. Come on, Kins. You eating grass? Let's go. Good girl. All right. Let's see. So I beat the storms home, thankfully. It was about a 4-hour drive because I'm going from Central Time Zone to Eastern Time Zone when I came home. So that was good. It was a pretty quick drive. I stopped in Knoxville and did a little grocery shopping. And so when I got home, I had a full carload full of stuff because I wanted to take advantage of being closer to a larger town and hit up some of the bulk shopping that we do when we can make it work. So did that, got unpacked, got unloaded. Then we took the rental car back on Friday. I don't think we got home and settled till like 8:30, 9 o'clock. Once everything was done, went to Lowe's, had grabbed a couple things. So pretty busy Friday for us. My events were good. I think Nate kind of touched on them a little bit. Nothing too crazy. I did some college fairs and some pretty mellow recruiting. Wasn't anything too intense. Saw about 150 or so people that were probably interested. So just had lots of conversations, got a lot of folks scheduled to speak with the hiring managers. It was good all in all. Still working through that today and getting the last stuff scheduled for this week. Let's see. I know a couple things happened with the chickens. Hi, Winnie. While I was gone, Nate did good. There was a lot of chicks that hatched. They were early. All the geese hatched. So he was juggling, doing the best he could with all of that stuff. Did a really nice job. Had everything, thankfully, pretty set up for him. So it wasn't too hectic. Just checked on everyone. Everyone's looking good. There are probably about 15 eggs still in the incubator for 2 reasons. One reason, I had grabbed all of the ones that Karen was sitting on, our broody hen Karen, that Nate tried to move her with the eggs thinking it would work. She did not go for it. She's no longer broody. She left the batch of eggs. I candled them last night, or 2 nights ago. 2 nights ago, when I found them and I realized they were still out there. They were still alive, still had movement. Threw them in the incubator. So I've got Karen's eggs in the incubator. And then the second reason I have eggs in the incubator is because I had such a large request for these guys, the crusted cream leg bars, pullets specifically. And I put in 30 something eggs. I don't have that huge of a flock. I've got 2, 4, 6 of the crusted cream leg bar hens in with a crusted cream leg bar rooster. And then the other hens, the one back there, those 2, and the black Australorp, they're in there to be olive eggers to mix. So I had put some in right before, or about a week later. Oh, you got a fly in your nose. So that's why they're still active eggs in the incubator. And then these 2 guys, Nate had taken out because they're being a little too rough on their ladies. And he had put them over in Rooster Row. But unfortunately, they jumped right out of Rooster Row. And so now they kind of hang out. They're not quite bright enough to figure out how to get back in with their ladies. So we're just letting them wander around out here. They go and they sleep in one of these trees at night, and they've been out for about a week now. But I really need to give the girls a little bit of reprieve. The boys are just a little too rough on them. So I've got a few pullets that I'm trying to grow out, and hopefully those pullets will be old enough to be put into the coops by now. We don't know what happened, but while I was gone, all of the goose eggs went missing that the girls were sitting on. So if you remember, we had 3 geese sitting on eggs. I have absolutely no idea. When Nate said he went to check on them about a week or so ago, or while I was gone, he said there was less and less each time. And this last time he checked, it was just 3 duck eggs, and Jean's eggs aren't fertilized. So unfortunately, all of the geese that were sitting no longer have any viable eggs under them. So because the eggs disappeared, I don't feel comfortable putting some baby goslings up here, because until we know what's getting the eggs, we don't want to risk having the baby goslings get taken also. So I have 8 baby goslings that have hatched. 6 of them are sold. I think 2 more will be very easy to sell. I just haven't offered them up yet because I want to make sure they're healthy. Nate had noted some eye issues, and so I did some research, got him on the right antibiotic ointment for the 2 that are showing signs and symptoms, getting them all separated, taking care of those. And I'll let the customers know that I'm not going to offer them until I know they're healthy. So they can wait till the next hatch, or they can wait until they're a couple weeks older and I know that they're all good. What else? Been getting a lot of rain. Just had a crazy flash thunderstorm come through that we weren't anticipating or expecting. Man, it was about 2:30 this afternoon. It hit really hard. Of course, when I was on a phone call, and metal roof gets very loud. So let's see what else. Oh, Friday night, Kinsley is rolling in something, and Kinsley May. Oh boy, no. What did you know? Honey. Oh, I don't even want to know what that is. I don't care if the boys roll in it, but Kinsley comes into the bedroom with us. Honey, what did you do? Dad is gonna be so mad at you. Nate is not gonna be happy. All right, so Friday, big storm, lost power for a couple hours. Thankfully Nate, oh, the horseflies are so bad. Thankfully Nate was able to get the blue eddies and didn't mess up with the incubation or with the brooders that we had going on. He has been moving everything for me outside now that I'm back, just getting some stuff kind of put together, moved around. It's so much easier when we're both here to do that kind of stuff. Just wrapping up today the final touches so that we can get the bedroom in the house, our bedroom put together. Very excited for that. I think that's like gonna be the big milestone, is we're gonna have to get all of that furniture put together. And then it'll be moving to the bathrooms. Oh, we went also this weekend, and the tile that I had wanted, it went on clearance, and Nate wanted to wait and see if it'd go down one more clearance cycle. Well, we waited too long, it all got purchased. So rather than going to another location and getting that same tile, I found another one, very similar colors with a little bit bigger tile that I think I might actually like better. So bought some of that, and we'll have, we have bathroom tile for the shower for the main hallway. So that's moving along. I got all of the curtain rods for the rooms that curtains will be going into ordered. What else? It's like a lot of the design and final kind of features we're working through, which is really exciting to say, because as you know, it's been a long time coming. So anything, oh, bunny rabbits. Nate just mentioned today that Levi was bringing the bunnies into the inner circle and allowing them to get too close and too plentiful around our garden areas. We've got so many rabbits on this property. It's out of control. But so far, the little robot lawnmower is doing an excellent job. It has been so nice to not have to think about or deal with cutting all of this grass. It does all of this, all the way down there. So nice. There's a couple small things that I just need to get moved so that it can do its job where it needs to, like this area. But our garden's looking good. A bunch of the seeds that I started are starting to pop up. So we've got a bunch of seeds coming. We've got the tomatoes and the peppers. Next step is to get those staked. And yeah, like this batch is coming in really nice right here, this little row. We did get a few sweet potato starts, so we're gonna get some sweet potatoes in the ground, or slips, I guess they're called. So we're gonna get some sweet potatoes in the ground. I think we're gonna put some regular potatoes in the ground. We're a little late, but that's okay. It's how we roll. We have a pretty long growing season here, so I think that we'll do pretty good with all of those. I'm trying to think, I wanna get, so as you know, we've always had a hard time balancing between all of the stuff outdoors and all the stuff indoors. So we're trying really hard to balance a little better this year. And I think we're doing good. We're still working on the house. We still got stuff going, but we're getting there. And then we've got a lot of the garden stuff started. So now that Nate got a new battery for the tractor and it's working, and he had the truck looked at for the trailer, we can go get the tractor serviced. But this area right here is gonna get all plowed, and right here is going to become a nice big in-ground and raised bed garden. So dual purpose. We'll get a big fence going around it. I don't know that we'll plant a whole lot in here this year, but we might have a fall garden in here. But the plan is to basically, this whole area right here, pretty much from food forest side to food forest side, and all of this right up into here is all going to be a big garden space. And so that'll give us all of this area for food. And then obviously all of this will be cleaned up and the trees are gonna come out. The RV will eventually come out, and then you'll just have the house right there. So super, super stoked for continuing progress. Hey, Mama. You 3 little ladies doing good? Raising 3 pullets. Keep them safe, Mama. So that's kind of the update. Per usual, I've got a lot going on. Been busy. We'll be busy. I think we've got pretty solid plans. I've got another work trip coming up, not this week, but the next week, I believe. So just doing as much as we can in between these little spurts, trying to make them so they're not too terribly long. Get them in about 3 to 4 days, make it worth the travel, but also make it so I can get home pretty quickly. But thankfully they're all pretty local, so it'll be a nice one. Yeah, I think that's for the most part it. So happy Tuesday, y'all, and hope you have a great rest of your week, and hopefully we talk to you soon. Take care. Bye. Is that the best spot?